Hi, my name is Will St. Ledger. I'm a street artist and a part-time bassist, music lover, and music has changed my life. I was thinking about it just earlier on. I was thinking it has to be definitely related to TV shows because I was born in '72, and so when I was growing up, the things that I would listen to in terms of music would be kind of related to the type of shows I watched. And the one that stuck out the most, and it's so hilarious because it's typically what I would love now and still, is the opening theme music to Wonder Woman. It's just so camp and so disco, it's like, you know, and the $6 Million Man, they have just so brilliant opening music. I mean, Dallas or Dynasty as well. So I guess that earliest musical memories would be TV shows that I watched, which would have cracking disco bass lines and stuff in them. But also as well, driving, with my parents, driving through the countryside, going to a grandparents' house, in the late '70s, and they'd have like the Carpenters or ABBA on the radio as well. And it's just like those nice childhood memories because you're like sitting in the car, like it's windows down and there's the sun coming in and there's like the Carpenters or ABBA singing Take a Chance on Me or or Dancing Queen or whatever. Love them. I guess there's not a huge separation in them really, because I mean if you look at music has always been inspired by art in some ways. I mean, they all are arts in itself. But then you look at music that's been inspired from visual art. I can think of loads of examples. I mean, John Denver. What's the song about Vincent van Gogh's painting? Starry Starry Night. And then. So they would be connected, but for me, music has always been a great love of mine, and side by side with art as well. So when I was 16, 17, even though I was still at school and knew I was going to go to art college and go and study art and design, at the same time I just wanted to play music. So I got this bashed up sort of acoustic guitar and taught myself how to play it, and had one bashed up guitar at home, but had another bashed up guitar hidden underneath the stage at school. So at 11 o'clock break and at 1 o'clock as well, I would disappear off and go underneath the stage at school and just practice chords constantly until the bell rang, and then go back to class. And I probably nearly failed my Leaving Cert because of music, which is a terrible thing to say. Don't stick to your education first. When I was doing this bass, I did think about the structure of music and structure of, say, a band. And when I thought about it, I thought, like, if you were to think about a band or music as a human being, the bones, which is the structure, the actual structure of it, is like the percussion, is the drums. They're the things, the solid set of foundations of the music. I think of the bass as being the meat, the muscle, the thing that creates the groove, the thing that's connecting the bones, to everything else, to make everything, to guide it along. And when you think about, say, rhythm guitar or lead, they're the color of the skin, the color of the hair, color of the eyes, and all the things, the attributes that make something, that give it personality. And then I think the singer, in some ways, is kind of like the soul, of the person's personalities, their quirkiness, their secrets, all the other things that we don't think about, the things are not actually physical. So this is kind of like, the meat is like the real, structure of music. I think the bass is the real driving force behind. I just say that because I like bass better than any other instrument. Absolutely. I mean, and more importantly, it's continuously changing things, because there's music that I'm listening to now that I would have never thought I would have listened to, and it doesn't surprise myself, but when I look through, say, iTunes at home and look at through the music I have, it is everything from drum and bass to death metal, you know, to soul, to you know, gothic, to pure disco, to minimal techno. It's everything, and I think that restricting yourself to listening to one type of music isn't really great. I think you should listen to everything. It gives you a better palette of what the world is like, and I think that trying new stuff and taking up music actually is a great thing. You don't have to do it seriously. I don't do it seriously. I don't think of myself as a serious musician because I'm an artist first, but this is just joy, you know, when I play this. It's fantastic.